Welcome to the Leading Sheep webinar series on pregnancy scanning merinos to better manage your flock, featuring Pat Hegarty from Kalenya near Longreach and Chris Shands, a rural advisor from New South Wales. This is the sixth and final part, where Chris Shands provides tips on how to get the best out of preg scanning.
So I guess just to sort of summarise, you need to get the basics right. You know, the time of weaning to get the condition back on the ewes is obviously so important, and the condition score and live weight of those ewes at joining will really determine the success of joining and how many lambs you're likely to get 5 months down the track. Ram health, you know, joining rams that have probably been jazzed up on some lupins before joining will really help to improve the conception rate of those ewes. How long you leave the rams in for? If ewes are in that sort of 2.5, 3 condition score for joining, then you'll find most of them will be pregnant in those first 2 cycles. So that's probably your biggest challenge, is getting the condition on the ewes for joining. Look, predators and internal parasites, depending on where you are. There's foxes all over the country who are trying to kill your lambs. There's Barber's pole worm that most people have experienced in the last couple of years of wetter summers that are also trying to kill your ewes. So, you know, those 2 areas really do need to be addressed before a lot of success can be gained out of getting those extra lambs, you know, born and alive. Scanning information, look, it really does give you a much more control over what's happening in your flock and that flexibility. And what we're really trying to do is to optimise lamb birth weight, which will have a strong flow on to improving lamb survival. And just to finish up, the nutritional needs of the flock are important. The relationship between fat score or condition score in terms of lifting lamb survival and getting ewes pregnant is obviously pretty important. I think at joining you need to think about where you're going to lamb your twinners if you're going to scan that way, and so that you can actually make sure those twin lambing paddocks are prepared. In good seasons, we tend to see in the better pasture areas, I guess, you know, those singles getting pretty big, so we need to just try to moderate the weight on those singles. And in every season, I reckon you need to feed your twin-bearing ewes a supplement of a couple of kilos a week of a cereal grain, and that should be fed 3 weeks out from lambing. So probably about 5 weeks of feeding, a couple of kilos a week. And if you do the sums on that, there's not a huge amount of cost involved there. Adopting that selective culling, keeping some older ewes in the flock for 1 extra lambing, providing they're sound, because they'll have more lambs for you. And look, I'm a really strong believer in developing an annual program so that things that you do today or that you might forget to do today, you'll find that you'll pick up on, so that you know, the program is well coordinated, and you know, you can dot the I's and cross the T's.